What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Off the Bounce, episode 16. I'm your host, Slam the Bookie. These are my co-hosts, Hefe Picks and Big Brain Bets. How we doing today, boys?
Living the dream, baby. We are without Alpha Dog Bets today. He is on the road traveling down south for family. So the three of us will take the wheel for today. BBB, how was the weekend?
I was good. Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully everyone got some good Black Friday shopping in, got everything in, some family time. But now it's time to break down today's slate.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before we get started, as always, special thank you to Pure Wedge for sponsoring this show. If you guys haven't already, make sure to give him a follow. He's the best in the business. Quick recap today, guys. We got a semi big slate here today. But yeah, I want to talk about the Warriors game yesterday. I want to talk about Steph Curry. I can't say his name right now.
Just say the GOAT.
The GOAT. Yeah, man. He's just been playing amazing, man. The Warriors have been playing lights out right now. And, man, Hefe, I know you're big on the Warriors this year, man. 18-2. What do you think about Curry, man? You think he's easily going to win the MVP if the Warriors win?
I think I keep bringing this up, and I brought it up in one of our first ever episodes we had as a talking point. I think what we're witnessing with Steph Curry is something that a year or two from now we're going to look back at and be like, damn, something like you don't even realize that's happening in front of you. I think every single Warrior game at this point is must-watch television. He's having, forget about his greatest year, and this is already a guy who's won 2 MVPs, including a unanimous one. He's having one of the greatest years an NBA player could possibly have, and he's doing it in like the most exciting way possible. I mean, did you see what happened last night? He got called for a tech, gets so mad that he didn't get a foul on his head, gets called for a tech, goes back, hits 3 threes in a row, and after the third 3, gives like himself a technical foul. How do you not love this guy, right? I mean, BBB, this guy he's got to be not only the best player this year, but my argument is he was going to be a top 5 player ever, period, NBA history.
Oh, I agree with you 100% there. I mean, he's one of those players where no matter what, he could have one of those nights where he just drops 50. It could be any day, any night. He could go off for.
Yep.
And he's just one of those players that's so fun to watch, in my opinion.
He's incredible, man. I mean, Slam. Yeah, he is the MVP favorite. And honestly, if he keeps going at this, his team's going to be the championship favorite.
They're making it look easy. He's making it look easy, man. If you're betting against the Warriors. Actually, I did like the Clippers yesterday. I didn't bet it, dude. I stopped betting against the Warriors at this point, man. And it's hard to bet against them.
Yep.
I mean, if you're betting with them, you're winning a lot of money right now. Shout out to Curry, man. He's playing great. Yeah, man. I mean,
15-4-1 against the spread this year so far. That's number one in the NBA.
Yeah. But anyways, man, I'm excited to keep watching this season, man.
Yep.
I'm sure his team's going to do really well. Playing great right now. But let's jump right into this team. Hefe, I know you wanted to talk about them, vent a little bit. This Lakers team's been struggling to kind of cover the spread.
Talk about like opposite ends of the spectrum, right, Slam? You got the Warriors, the number one best against the spread team, and the Lakers are the worst against the spread team in the NBA right now. These guys cannot cover anything. Yes, last night they won. They beat the Pistons 110-106, but the spread was 10 points. To make it even worse, they were up by 19 in the third quarter. The game was over, and somehow they just kept letting them claw back. They started getting lazy on offense, which, like, guys, you ever watch an NBA game and a team has control and then you just obviously see them stop like running their offense and start running just like what is a gym version of offense, which is just pull up, pass the ball once, and somebody shoots a 3. That's what happened last night. And I'm so over betting on the Lakers because all they have, they're not a team. They're just 5 players on a court at the same time wearing the same jersey. So different than a team. Pisses me off, man.
Definitely, Lakers is a stay away right now, man. And I've always been betting against the Lakers. I mean, they have yet to prove anything. But let's jump right into today's slate, guys. We got a lot of games today to cover. want to give you guys the most insight. Let's start with this early slate. And if you guys are watching, please retweet, comment, like this video. Let us know what games you're betting on, what games you want to know about. But yeah, let's jump right into this game. One of the early games here, Nuggets versus the Heat. Line sitting at -7. Jokic is questionable. I think he might be out, and then Butler is questionable.
Yep.
Butler is questionable. No Hero. Hefe, I'm gonna jump right to you for this game because you're a big Heat guy and a Hero guy. What's your thoughts on this?
I think Tyler Hero is the guy who makes this offense run. He's their energizer bunny, so to speak. No offense to Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, or Bam. I just think when Tyler Hero's on, the Heat do good. When he's bad, the Heat do bad. Without Tyler Hero tonight, I can see them having some issues. But with that being said, they're running into a Nuggets team, BBB, at just the right time of the year, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, I agree. The Nuggets are 0-5 over their last 5, like you said. Haven't covered in a single one of them. They've definitely been banged up, like we talked about. So that's obviously a problem that they've struggled with. But like you said, the Heat will be without Hero, who I agree 100% is their energizer bunny. He's that difference maker for that team, kind of puts them up on that next level. Will they struggle tonight? I don't know. 7.5 points is a lot. And, I don't see the Nuggets just continuing to just lose for the rest of their, the season. Obviously, it's got to break at some point. I think 7.5 points is a lot of points. I lean with the Nuggets, but I don't think this will be a play for me.
It's definitely a toss-up for me. The only thing I'll look at, and Slam, I'm going to ask you what you think of this. Heat -7, it's a lot of points, but Heat are 6-1 at home this year against spread, best at home against spread record. And the Nuggets are 1-8 after a loss against the spread, and they're on a 5-game losing streak, so they're coming off a loss. Does that change anything for you, Slam, or are you on this one?
Man, I'm off this game right now, but I do lean the Heat in this spot. I hope Jokic does play, man. It's a good little rematch spot, especially after that fight.
Yeah, exactly, man. I'll tell you, forget the game, man.
Yeah.
Forget the game.
I want
Jokic brother's going to be in the building because Udonis Haslam definitely put a thread out last night on Instagram saying that if he sees them in the building, don't let them be outside in Miami because that's Haslam City. So I might be in tune to this game just to see if the Jokic brothers really do watch the game in person.
Yeah, man. It's a tough game to cap. But I would definitely wait to see if Jokic is playing. I hope he does play. I know Morris is out, Hero is out, but like you said, Hefe, Hero being out might cause some issues here for the Heat. Could see some regression here, especially -7 is a lot. Nuggets haven't been really good at covering the spread, but it's a stay away game for me. But I'll definitely
I'm leaning. Last thought. I'm leaning Heat -7. To be honest with you, I really am. I just thought about it. I'm leaning Heat -7. There's going to be a little fuel under both teams' asses today because of how the last game ended up, and I can see the Heat feeding off the energy that their home crowd gives them. They're going to be booing every single Nugget player that touches the ball. So for that reason, I'm rolling with the Heat -7. It's my lean for this game. Yep.
Cool.
Bring us on to the next one, Slammy.
All right, let's jump right into the next game. We got Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Houston Rockets. Line sitting at -2 Rockets. I'm gonna jump to BBB on this one. BBB, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, the Thunder have been a cover machine as of late. They can't seem to pull out that win, but they've covered like 5 straight, I believe. It's a short spread tonight. Obviously, anytime the Rockets are favored, that's going to be an eyebrow raiser right there. Rockets are easily considered probably one of the worst teams in the league. This one's a tricky one because they both have a lot of young talent. OKC is really good on defense. I can see this being a slugfest. Maybe a look at the under, but I don't know. This will probably be a layoff for me. I lean the Rockets. I think anytime you see a team like the Rockets favored, it's going to be one of those games where it's like, okay, I guess you have to take them, but I don't know. This is probably a layoff for me.
Okay. I love this game. Honestly, BB, I love this game. 2 bad teams going at it. Somebody's got to win. No Jalen Green for the Rockets. I mean, I'm leaning the Thunder, guys. Third best against the spread this year. I know that's shocking, but it's these teams that kind of, grit and grind. Like, they might not win the game, but damn, they played hard, coach. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, the definition of the Thunder. I think the Rockets are young. They hoist up threes. They don't really – they just play ball out there, and that's fine. And sometimes they're on, and when they're on, they're going to win. They've won 2 in a row. I can see the Thunder, who are a little bit more of a team. Shea is such a great player, such a great leader. I mean, geez, if he was anywhere else except for Oklahoma City, he'd probably be getting all-stars right now. I'm going to roll with the plus 2.5 here. I will not take the money line because I can 100% see the Rockets winning this game by a point or two. Right. Plus 2.5, give it to me. I actually really like this play, and I'm rolling with the Thunder tonight. Slam. This is a U game written all over it, baby. Come on. What do you got?
Let's go, boys. All right. I'm gonna have to fade Hefe in the spot.
Oh no, my heart.
I'm taking the other side, man. Houston Rockets minus the 2. I think Jalen Green got ruled out, so it dropped a tad bit. Oh, actually, it didn't drop at all.
No, this is the line indicating that Jalen Green is out. Yeah.
Okay. Well, line's at 2. I like Rockets in this spot. Off a 2-game winning streak, man, they got the motivation, the confidence. They're motivated now. They're excited to play. I'm not a big Rockets fan, but I'm from Texas, and Houston's maybe like 2 hours away from me, so I keep up with this team a lot. They haven't been playing really well, but I like them in the spot against OKC. The last win OKC did get was against the Rockets. So,
food for thought.
So I like Rockets being favored here. I mean, they only been favored 3 times this season. They're 1-1, and now this is the 3rd game they're favored. But I like Rockets in the spot to keep it going at home against a covering Thunder's team here, as Hefe would say. But today the Rockets get it done in a revenge spot here.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, boys, let's keep it rolling here. BBB wants to talk about this game. Pacers versus the T-Wolves.
Good game.
Line sitting at -3. I'm excited to watch this game too. BBB, let's jump right into this game.
Yeah, this is a good one, I think. The Timberwolves have been winning me a lot of money lately. They've been a great team to back lately. But the Pacers, on the other hand, have been awful for me. And that's going to be shocking because I'm going to back the Pacers today. I think this is a great spot for them.
Money. You must hate money.
You got to break out of it sometimes. It's probably going to hurt, and I'll probably hate myself for doing it. But I'm going to be backing the Pacers today. They're on a back-to-back, but coming off a blowout, they didn't play their starters full minutes. I believe Minnesota's on. It's a 1-game homestand for them here, and then they're right back on the road. So kind of. Lots of moving around going. I don't know. It just feels like a right spot for the Pacers. And if I don't bet them, they'll win by 100. But I am going to bet them, so they'll probably lose by 100.
Well, luckily for all of our listeners, unlike BBB, I love money. So for that reason and that reason only, I'm taking the T-Wolves tonight, man. Give me the money line. I see it at -135. T-Wolves 4 straight home wins, coming off a great just team victory over the Sixers. Last time we saw them play on Saturday. Like BBB explained, you never know what you're going to get with the Indiana Pacers this year. They're good. They're bad. They're an NBA team. They're a G League team. They're getting blown out. They're blowing out teams. I just think tonight is one of those games where the Pacers, they're gonna be in it. They'll fight. But I think the T-Wolves get it done. T-Wolves are talk about shit that I never thought I'd say in my life. T-Wolves are looking good. So I'm backing them tonight. I can't trust the inconsistent Pacers. Slams, stay away game for you, or you got a side?
Man, stay away game for me, man. I think the sharper play here is the Pacers, man. But again, the public wins some games as well. But I like the T-Wolves in this spot as a lean. It's a weird line to me.
It is. It's weird.
The T-Wolves have been playing great, like Hefe was saying, man. And now they're back at home where they play the best basketball against a Pacers team that is on a back-to-back and got destroyed yesterday by the Bucks. You can't trust this Pacers team, man. Gun to my head, I'll do T-Wolves money line. They should get the job done at home. But again, it's a weird line. Stay away game for me. Let's jump right into the next game, guys. Hornets versus the Bulls. Line sitting at -4.5
This is a
Bulls.
game.
Zach LaVine is questionable, but I think he should play, but we just got to wait on it. Hefe, I know you talked about this game, and Alpha talked about it too. You want to break down this game for us?
This is a good game, and it's one of those games where the line is pretty much exactly where you can question yourself, no matter which side you're on. I see it between 4.5 and 5 here. Bulls have been playing great all year. They're a great home team, and they're a great team in general. They did just come. They're coming off a loss at home against Miami on Saturday. They lost by 3 points. So the line is indicative that Vegas thinks no way they're going to lose 2 in a row at home. But you got the Hornets, who they're coming off of a loss to the Houston Rockets we just talked about. They're on a little mini road trip right now. And as much as I love the Bulls this year so far, and I've put a lot of money on them, tonight is a Hornets play for me. I got it at +5. I like the value. I think the unknown of will Zach LaVine play or not play, even if he ends up playing last minute, is going to mess with the mojo of the Bulls and just the cohesiveness tonight. Last game, DeRozan actually had a pretty bad game too. So if LaVine can't go, it'll be on DeRozan. I don't know, man. BBB, my heart's telling me Charlotte, man. That's who I'm rolling with. How about you?
I agree. I couldn't agree more. I think, I don't know, I always have this theory too, and it seems to work a lot of the times when you get blown out, or not blown out. Well, it does work with blowouts too, but if you get blown out or you lose to the worst team in the league, like the Rockets, like you're gonna have a statement bounce back game that next
Agreed.
game. It doesn't matter what sport it is. If it's hockey, you lose 8-0. Like I'm taking that team that just lost 8-0. Unless this is like a bottom dweller team, the Hornets have been a good team. This is where they come back and make a little statement here. I think that's just too many points. I got it locked in at 5.5, but I like this down to 4.5. This wouldn't be surprised if they won this game outright. I just think that the Hornets have been playing some good basketball, and that kind of the opposite for the Bulls last few games. They just have been having some issues, and like you said, they got the injuries that I think could definitely play with the mojo a little bit. So I too will be on the Hornets.
Shout out to I'm reading our comments right now. Shout out to Sammy Adams in the comments. See you commenting, boy. What's going on, man? Thanks for watching.
Boston's boy. All right, guys, real quick, let's shout out Pure Wage, best in the business. Thank you for sponsoring this show. If you guys haven't, give him a follow. Actually, going back to that game, I agree with both these guys as well. Hornets statement bounce back here. Lost to the worst team in the league, the Rockets, but I mean, I'm backing them today. But I do like Rockets, Hornets in the spot. But I'm waiting on see if Zach LaVine plays, man. The NBA is weird. Once a key player is out, the other team does good. So it's like if Zach LaVine plays, it's the Hornets play. If he doesn't, then it might be the Bulls play. Yeah, NBA has just been weird like that, bro.
I get why you say that, but it can't possibly happen every time that like the star player's out, the opposite side wins.
Every single time.
It has been. It's getting actually to the point where like almost the lines in Vegas are catching on to the theory.
Yeah. But I'm waiting till game time. But as of right now, lean Hornets. Let's jump right into the next game, guys. We got 3 more games to go over. Wizards at the Spurs. Line sitting at -3. Wizards. BBB, you want to break down this game for us? What's your take here?
I talked about the Spurs on Friday a little bit, I believe. About they're a team that I love. I like them, and this one is tough because, I said, they usually just don't perform to what you think they should. They have all this potential, and it just never seems to happen. And then when I talk about that on Friday, and then they go and just beat the brakes off of the Celtics, and it's like, okay, well, where's this been at? But Wizards, they started out real hot, then they cooled off, but they're starting to heat up again too. So I think this line is right about where it should be. I want to go with my heart here and say the Spurs because every time I try to back them, so I lean the Spurs, but I'm just going to lay off, hope I can. I'll be rooting for them, but I just don't know if I can back them yet.
I'm right there with you. Actually, I actually feel literally the same exact way. I like the Spurs tonight. I'll be rooting for the Spurs tonight. I'm a huge DeJounte Murray fan. Huge. I think the guy's a stud. I think the guy is like kind of the next up-and-coming J. Kidd type of player. Triple-double guy, but does the little things better than scoring, rebounding, assist, floor general type of guy. Not the greatest scorer, but can still drop buckets on you. a Greg Popovich team is always going to play hard. For some reason this year, every time I bet on them, they just can't make shots. I'm off this game because more about the Wizards than the Spurs, honestly. I just don't know who the Wizards are yet. Yeah. You know, one day Kuz wears an oversized sweater and drops 2 points. The other day Kuz dresses normally and drops 30 points. I just don't get it. Put as much into your fashion game as you put onto your in the court game, Kuz, and maybe the Wizards will be more better of a team, consistently speaking. Layoff game for me, though. Sorry about the Kuz rant.
Yeah, boys. I'm leaning Spurs right now. I was on them last game. I was really big on them against the Celtics. Man, at one point they were up by like 20, and then they got into where Celtics were leading by like 6, and the Spurs kind of got back and won the game. It was they should have won that game easily. And defensively, the Spurs just you can't trust them. I would say maybe I got lucky last game. I mean, I should have got an easy win last game, but Spurs ended up winning outright for me. But I can't back them again, man. It's just another headache waiting to happen here. This is a layoff game for me, but Spurs are back at home. They looked good last game. Do you trust them to get back-to-back wins here? I don't know, man. Wizards are looking decent again. It's a layoff spot for me, man. I know the line kind of says Spurs in it, but, you know, sometimes odd makers throw a little pump fakes at you like that, but I think this is a stay away spot for me. But, all right, boys, let's jump right into the next game, Blazers versus the Jazz. Line sitting at -7.5. Jazz off a blowout win against the Pelicans, a revenge spot. Blazers just been terrible on the road. What is it, like 1-9?
0-5 against the spread as an underdog too.
Terrible. How do you back a Blazers team in this spot? I'm gonna let you break this one down.
You don't, unless you think tonight is the night they break out of the slump. And I don't think the Jazz are the team that they will break out of the slump versus. I see the line on -7 Jazz, and I'm taking -7 Jazz. There's no analytics or big thoughts come into play here. I don't know what's wrong with the Blazers, but they need to figure it out, or Dame Lillard's going to start being upset again very, very, very quickly. They're a different team at home and on the road. And I don't know what it is, but they need to have like somebody come in, maybe some group therapy, really get into like the mind of like why they can't play like a team on the road. Jazz -7. The Jazz are a better team, and they need a good statement win too. The Jazz.
See, I'm going here with just a little contrarian because I don't know. I just feel like this trend can't keep going. The Blazers are a decent team. Yes, they have that kind of similar to the Lakers where sometimes it's like, okay, there's just 5 dudes out on the court and you're like, where's the team basketball? But, I mean, they're going to have to figure out how to play on the road if they want to be a competitive basketball team.
Yeah, man.
They've been dominant at home and then complete opposite on the road. This is, almost similar to your play where there's not really that much rhyme or reason. It's just this is a decent team. They have to figure out how to play on the road eventually. And, I'm hoping it's tonight. I'll play it. It's definitely going to be a light play, but I think they got it. 7.5 points is a good amount of points. A lot,
yeah.
So I'm hoping it's tonight.
Yeah, man. I got to agree with BBB here, man.
All right, bring it.
I was looking at this game, 7.5 line. At some point, the Blazers got to get it done on the road, man. This is the last game of a road trip, and they're back at home tomorrow against the Pistons. 7.5. I like the Blazers in this spot. Probably won't play it. I don't know yet.
It's a late night game, so you got some time.
We got some time here, man. Like Hefe made some good points here. The Jazz are they're a well-balanced team, man. They're just when they're clicking, yes. And if the Blazers can't keep up offensively, then I think they're not going to cover this game. It's going to be easily a blowout. But yeah, I lean the Blazers in the spot plus 7.5.
I mean, it's definitely a scary thought. I mean, just because someone has to doesn't mean they will. It's like.
But the Blazers are so due on the road, bro.
They are. They're due.
But we'll see. Let's go to last game. Pelicans at the Clippers. Everyone knows it. The Pelicans suck. Clippers are off a loss against the Warriors. They're on a back-to-back, laying only 7 at home. Hefe, I know you talked about this game earlier, man. You want to go ahead and break this down?
This is a 30-second breakdown. The Pelicans are bad. The Clippers are good. The Clippers just lost. They need to win. The Pelicans have no idea what their win-loss record is anyways because they don't care about playing basketball this year. Give me the Clippers -7. Good bounce back spot for the Clippers who got pretty much beat down by the Warriors yesterday. And I'm rolling with the Clippers -7. I love this play. BBB, rolling with the faves or the dogs?
This one, I don't know. It's a weird game to me. I'm gonna look towards a player prop again. I played this on Saturday. Jonas Valanciunas over 10.5 rebounds. I thought he'd have about 14. He had 7 in the first quarter. I think it could see a very similar one here too. I don't trust really either team on the spread here. Pelicans could come out and look competitive, or they could get blown out by 40. That team amazes me how different they can play in a single night, or just even a single half to half. One half they'll look like okay, they know what they're doing. Next half, they stayed in the locker room. So,
yeah,
I'm with you here, BBB man. Just stay away game for me, man. I don't trust either teams right now. They just haven't been impressive as of late. Might be a good bounce back spot for the Clippers, but the line is a little weird to me. Let's jump right into everyone's favorite part of the show, best bets. Hefe, want to start us off?
Yes, sir, I will. All right, I got 3 for the people tonight. Numero uno, Hornets +5. I like it. I like the Hornets in a bounce back. I think public is heavy on the Bulls tonight, playing at home. Are they really going to lose back-to-back games? Yes, because the Hornets are pissed. Great point by BBB. You don't lose to the worst team in the NBA and then come out uninspired. So I'm backing the inspired team in the Hornets. Give me the Thunder +2.5 as my second play. Thunder third best against spread team, against a Rockets team that flat out has played above what they should be playing right now. I think they come back a little bit to earth today. And third, Clippers -7. They're better than the Pelicans. They'll beat the Pelicans by double digits. BBB, what do you got?
I love it. So I'm actually going to make the Pacers one of my best bets too. So
this guy hates money so much.
This could be dangerous. So, I might have to send you guys a rant tonight if the Pacers blow up on me. So, but I got Pacers +2.5, Hornets +4.5. I'm riding with that with you as well. And then I'm rocking with the Valanciunas over 10.5 rebounds, sitting at plus money right now. He's a rebound machine. He had 7 in the first quarter last game. And I see the same thing happening tonight.
Slam, what do you got?
All right, guys, before we jump into my picks, Alpha did send us a pick. He likes the Bulls. He said max play Bulls. Forget about Hefe and BBB.
He said double max play.
Yeah. Oh, he did say double max play the Bulls. If you're feeling risky, do Bulls money line. But anyways, let's jump to my plays. I love the Rockets today. Take them on the money line. Sorry, Hefe.
It's okay.
I was going to take the Hornets, but I'm going to back away from that game. And I'm jumping on the Blazers tonight, man. +7.5. I like it, dude. They're in a good spot.
So only two for you?
Only 2, man. It's a tough NBA slate, guys. There's no need to force any plays here.
True that.
So I only got 2 best bets today. Hefe, BBB, you got anything else before we close out?
Yeah, one last thing. Interesting game that we haven't spoke about. Cavs-Mavs. Cavs second best against the spread record in the NBA. +6.5 at the Mavericks. I'm not on this game, but it's definitely a game to watch. Cavs with Evan Mobley back are a totally different team when he plays. And Ricky Rubio, I don't know where this Ricky Rubio has been for the first 11 years of his career, but he playing different, man. So just a game to watch out for. I lean the Cavs. I'm not on it, but I would lean the Cavs in this spot. Good spot for them.
I agree, 100%.
Cool, man. All right, boys. We're back here tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't already, hit that like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate all you guys. See you boys tomorrow. Peace.
Thunder winning Lou Dort 40